Hey guys, today I'm going to read you a nonfiction text about famous poets. Table of contents. 1. Maya Angelou. 2. Angelou's impact. 3. Shel Silverstein. 4. Silverstein's impact. 5. Langston Hughes. 6. Hughes' impact. 7. Jack Prelutsky. 8. Prelutsky's impact. 9. Glossary. Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou is one of the world's most influential writers. Early on in her life, she had many careers. She was a single mom and worked very hard to support her family. She could not resist the urge to be involved with the arts. She was eventually able to make a living doing what she loved. She was a poet, writer, actress, and civil rights activist. Angelou's impact. Angelou was asked to read a poem at the inauguration of President Bill Clinton in 1993. The poem was called On the Pulse of the Morning. She is best known for her book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. This book was a first of its kind for an African American woman. Angelou traveled all over the country to speak to audiences, even in her 80s. Angelou passed away in 2014. Shel Silverstein. Like Maya Angelou, Shel Silverstein did many things before he started writing poetry. He served in the army, wrote books and plays, and drew cartoons. His editor talked him into writing books and poetry for children. He wrote his very popular book, The Giving Tree, in 1964. It is about a little boy and the love a tree has for him. Silverstein's impact. Silverstein's most popular works are A Light in the Attic and Where the Sidewalk Ends. Both are compilations of poems. A Light in the Attic was the first children's book to make the New York Times bestseller list, where it stayed for 182 weeks. Some of his most popular poems are I Cannot Go to School Today and Messy Room. His style of writing is fun and goofy, and kids and adults everywhere love it. Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes wrote over 60 books in his 40 years of writing. He wrote his first poem when he was in 8th grade. He wanted to go to school for writing, but his father said he would only pay for his education if he majored in engineering. Hughes was always very involved in the civil rights movement. Hughes' impact. Hughes was the first African American poet to support himself with his writing. Some of his most popular poems are Dreams, Mother to Son, and I Too Sing America. He had a huge impact on the Harlem Renaissance. This was a movement focused on African Americans and art. Hughes died in 1967. Jack Prelutsky. Jack Prelutsky was born in Brooklyn, New York in the year 1940. When Prelutsky was in his 20s, he had some drawings of an imaginary animal. One day, he decided to write a poem to go with the animal. His friends were so impressed by the poem that they told him to show them to an editor. 30 years later, he still has that same editor. Prelutsky's impact. Jack Prelutsky has had such an impact on children's literature that he was named the world's first children's poet laureate in 2006. What an accomplishment! Some of his works that you may know are Hooray for Diffin' Day, The New Kid on the Block, and The Frogs Wore Red Suspenders. Glossary. Compilation. A book that is put together with lots of poems. Engineering. The science and technology of building. Inauguration. The beginning of something. Impressed. To make someone respect something. Urge. The desire.